How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of on location, vacation reviews, and I'm doing a little bit of Kane Blue Hotel. This is an India Pale Ale, Kane Brewing Company, Ocean City, New Jersey, where I am vacationing. Actually, I'm in Jersey, the Jersey Shore, but Kane is probably about 45 minutes, maybe close to an hour north of me. But I ended up going up there today, just because I wanted to, and it's Kane. And yeah, while I was there, I actually posted a picture of a couple beers while I was at Kane, and one of my viewers was like, "Hey man, grab a Blue Hotel and tell us what you think." And I was like, you know what? I can fucking do that. So I'm gonna record it. We'll upload it. See what's what. I have my mic down here, so the sound might be shitty, but it is what it is. So let's dive into this sucker. So we're talking about Kane Brewing. Like I said, Ocean County, not Ocean City, New Jersey. And it's a hazy, you know what I mean? It's 7.5% India Pale Ale. I have no idea about this beer. I didn't have it while I was at the brewery. I just kind of, went there. I had two beers. I had Raft. It was like called Raft. It was like a 6% kind of IPA kind of beer. And then I had an absolutely fucking amazing, it was a Bock, a bourbon barrel aged Bock, but it wasn't bourbon barrel aged. It was bourbon barrel lagered. So they basically lagered this Bock in a bourbon barrel, which is just awesome in of itself. The fact that it actually tasted delicious, and it had all the great bits and pieces of a low ABV Bock, combine that with a nice kind of bourbon presence and all that stuff. That was fantastic. But as far as this beer goes, I mean, that is your quintessential haze, rich orange in color, a bit darker than what most people would probably dig on when it comes to kind of hazy New England style IPA. But yeah, it's up to the task of being a hazy. Let's put it that way. Actually, I didn't even read if there was anything else on here. Let's see. This was canned 5/24. This is the 1st of June, so a week old. 7.5. Pretty much it. They don't say much, and it's typical Kane new school kind of labeling. They kind of switch to this kind of weird kind of step pattern with their kind of, they have this outline of their logo. It's just basically that repeated. You can see it there a little bit better of their logoing. So yeah, there you go. Let's get a nose. Actually, I'm getting more tea vibes than anything else. I'm getting soft, like tannic kind of tea. Maybe a little bit of soft, rindy, not even citrus. Yeah. Yeah, tannic tea vibes, a little bit of rindy citrus. It is rindy and it is citrus, but it's like a very unripened kind of citrus. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it smells nice. She smells tasty. She smells pretty delicious, but not in your typical kind of new school, kind of hazy kind of way. So let's dive in. Cheers. It pretty much follows suit there. You're getting a lot of spicy hops off this. I'm getting your Eldorado Enigma kind of old school C kind of hops off this. And then I'm getting like that little bit of kind of rindy, pithy citrus that's under ripened kind of citrus. Yeah, it almost reminds me of a rye IPA, to be perfectly honest with you. Getting these big spicy components, just huge, big, spicy hops at play. Nice sweetness to it. It's like a it's definitely not like a candied sweetness, but it's not a confectionery kind of sweetness. It's like kind of just a generic kind of soft malty sweetness. I think that's it. Nice mouthfeel, soft creaminess, nothing too crazy. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, this comes off as more of a new school. Like, you talk about IPAs and you talk about New England style IPAs, and sometimes I talk about like a merge of East and West, and then sometimes, as of late, I've gotten a few beers from a couple different companies where I'm like, man, this is a West Coast IPA with a heaping helping of New England style IPA treatment. It's a hazy, but it's got all that West Coast influence. This is that with the English side of things going on. So it has those kind of, Kent Golding, fuggly kind of noble hoppiness, but in a hazy format. That's how it's coming off to me. I like it. I dig it. It works for me. I know that's not going to work for a lot of different people, but I kind of dig where that's going. and it tastes like it's purposeful, because a lot of times when you have those kind of flavors, more often than not, people kind of attribute that to kind of age or time or any of those bits and pieces. The mouthfeel the way it is, there's no negative off flavors, there's no kind of oxidation. I mean, maybe a subtle bit of oxidation, but nothing like crazy over the top. So it almost tastes like it's a little bit more purposeful in that kind of realm. I mean, you're talking about like it's a week old, on the nose, from a company that goes out of their way to not just treat their IPAs well, but treat them to the point where like they won't give them to certain supermarkets and bottle shops if they don't refrigerate their shit from the get-go. So I believe this is a purposeful thing, and I kind of dig where it comes from, or where it's going, or what it wants to be. But I can definitely see a lot of people kind of getting a little bit kind of hot and bothered about this not being like a great beer, because I believe that kind of spiciness, that kind of filthiness, as I would like to put it, is not exactly what a lot of people kind of grasp onto in today's beer world. But I dig it. I like it. So big herbal hops, English leaning as far as the IPA goes, but it has that big New England style treatment and a really nice mouthfeel. I can get down with it. So there you go. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs. No, actually, 7.5. That's a regular IPA. Is it one of the better regular IPAs? Actually, 7.5 is kind of on the tweener, but let's just call it. Is it one of the better IPAs that I've had as of late? It's worthy even in a conversation for its uniqueness. It doesn't blow me away, but at the same time, I dig it. So take that for what it's worth. Value and availability, it's Kane. More times than not, it's brewery only, unless it's their kind of flagship beers. $18 for a 4-pack. It's kind of market value for this stuff nowadays, but I wish it was a little bit cheaper. Don't we all? And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like English IPAs and you want a little bit of new school treatment, basically you're getting that. Sure, you're getting bitterness, and that's not necessarily something you typically attribute to a New England style IPA, but as far as mouthfeel and creaminess and the way the beer is presented, that's how it shows. So I dig it. I like it. I think it's fun, but it's not going to blow you away, and it's not the best beer in the history of mankind. But not every beer is going to be that way, and that's not a bad thing. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little tasty King Jammer right now. Hopefully you're enjoying this fucking sunset. Look at that fucking sunset right there. We'll see you next time. Cheers.